Alright, so lesson 1 is we're going to take these numbers, these horizontal math problems, 1 plus 20 plus 506, 8 plus 15 plus 222, 16 plus 852 plus 9, and we're going to convert them to a vertical math problem. Vertical math problem being something you're used to doing, right? So, if you take this problem, you always want to start with the biggest number on the bottom. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw what we used to seeing as a math problem, right? That's where it all begins, okay? You always want to start with the biggest number on the bottom. So number 1, you got number 20, and you got number 506. So obviously 506 is the biggest, right? So we're going to go ahead and write the 506 on our problem. Now, the next biggest number will go on top of that, right? So the 20 and the 1, which number is bigger? 20, right? So you'll write on top of the 506, always keeping your numbers to the right, right? The right being this side over here, okay? So you see how I wrote the 0 over the 6 and the 2 over the 0, but I have nothing to write over the 5, and that's okay. Now I'm going to take the 1 as the only number left, so I'm going to put it on top, keeping my numbers to the right. Okay? So now we have a math problem that we're used to using. So we work all our math problems from the right-hand side, right? So 6 plus 0 plus 1 is what? Well, 6 plus 0 is 6. So 6 plus 1 is 7. So obviously our total number to be brought down is 7, right? And on the next, then we jump to the next one. 2 plus 0 is 2. And then we jump to the next one, and 5 plus nothing is 5. So our answer to this problem, 1 plus 20 plus 506, it equals 527. Easy, right? Okay, so we'll go ahead and do the next one. We'll go ahead and draw our line for our answer, right? With our plus symbol. And we're going to go real basic. So which one's the biggest number? 8, 15, or 222? 222, I believe, right? So we'll write the 200 and the 22. All right. The next biggest number between the 8 and the 15 is the 15. So let's write that one up here. Awesome. The 5's above the 2, and the 1's above the 2, and I have nothing to put above this other 2. So the last number is an 8. So we'll go ahead and throw that one on top. So now we have 8 plus 15 plus 222. It's kind of the way it's written over here, but this is how we work it vertically. So 8 plus 5 is what? 13, right? 8 plus 5 is 13. Now you take that 13, you'll add the 2, right? So 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. So our answer to this is 15. So as always with math, we'll write the 5 and we'll carry the 1 up here, right? So that's our 15. Our 5 is down here and our 1 is up there. So 2 plus 1 is what? 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. So 2 plus 1 is 4, right? And then now we have nothing for the 2 to add on, so 2 is just what it is. So our answer here is 245. Because that's what we got down here, right? True story. So our next one is 16 plus 852 plus 9. So let's go ahead and draw our line with our plus symbol, right? And we'll do this math. Which one's the biggest number? Okay, 852, obviously the biggest number, right? So we'll go ahead and write our 852. And then our next biggest number is this 16 right here. And we'll always keep to the right when we write our numbers above. So 16. See how we did that? And then the last one is a 9. So 9, right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to add is the right-hand column. All right, 9 plus 6 is what? 15. 9 plus 6 is 15. Plus 2 is 17, right? So 9 plus 6 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. So we'll write our 7. Sorry about that. We'll write our 7. And we'll carry our 1. And that's how we do our 17, right? So now we have 5 plus 1 plus 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So 5 plus 1 plus 1 is 7. Now, the 8 has nothing to add, right? Oh my goodness. So the 8 just is what it is. Alrighty? So the answer to this problem is 877. So we've answered all these vertical problems by converting them, or these horizontal problems by converting them vertically, right? All right, thanks. All right, so we're going to solve these subtraction problems. Okay, 570 minus 64 minus 1. We're going to make it vertical, and then we're going to solve it, okay? So this is how we do. We're going to go ahead and draw our line. Well, that's a really bad line. And our little subtraction symbol right there, okay? And we are going to make this vertical. So in addition, not so much, but in subtraction, order of operations really matters, okay? We're going to make sure that we're doing 570 minus 64 minus 1. That matters. So when we build it over here, we're going to start from the right-hand number and we're going to build it up, okay? So the first thing we're going to put down is the 1. All right, and then the next thing in the order of operations is the 64. So we're going to put that above the 1. And then the next thing in our order is 570. So we're going to put that 570 up here. Okay, you see how we did that? So we built it from right to left, from the bottom up. So now let's do our subtraction. Just like addition, we'll start on the right hand side and work to the left. Okay, so what's 0 minus 4? You can't take 4 away from 0. 0 is nothing, right? So we need to get a number, and this is where borrowing comes in. You learned this a couple of grades ago. We're going to cross out the 7. We're going to make that 7 a 6, right? Well, if I left myself enough room, I could put it up there. That is a 6. Ignore this. That is a 6, okay? We've crossed out the 7, and we have written a 6. So the number we borrowed 1, so we'll put that 1 in front of our 0. So now we have 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 minus 5 is 5. So our answer is 5. Now, this 7 no longer exists because we took it. Now this little ugly 6 exists, right? So 6 minus 6 is what? 0, right? Because anything minus itself is 0. And then the 5, well, it has nothing to subtract. So the 5 we just bring down here. Now our answer is 505. So this question, 570 minus 64 minus 1, the answer is 505. 505, 505. Okay? Now we're going to do this next one. Go ahead and draw our lines with our subtraction symbol. We'll start from the right, and we'll use that number first. So the 2. And then we'll get the next number, which is a 75, right? 75. And then we'll get our next number, which is 799. So 799. Okay, so 799 minus 75 minus 2. Same way it's written over here. So let's go ahead and do the math. 9 minus 5 is 4. And that 4 minus 2 is 2. So 2 is our answer here. Now this 9 minus 7 is 2, right? 9 minus 7 is 2. And then this 7, well, it has nothing to minus, so we'll just bring it down. The answer here is 722. So 799 minus 75 minus 2 is 722. And this is how we write our answer. To that problem. Now the last one, it's actually a lot easier than the rest. We'll go ahead and draw our line and our subtraction symbol, because we're subtracting. So, and we'll start on the right side and on the bottom. So, 3. Oh, give me a second. You see that 3? Now, the 15 is the next number. So we'll write the 1 and the 5. Right? That's an ugly 5 too. Okay, well that's the best I can do with that. And the other number is 128. So we'll write 120. The paper keeps moving. And an 8. So 128 minus 15 minus 3. 128 minus 15 minus 3. So 8 minus 5 is what? You take 5 away from 8, that's 3, right? So 8 minus 5 is 3. And that 3 minus 3 is 0. And then we take the 2 minus 1. Well, that's just plain old 1. And then the 1, well, it has nothing to minus, so 1. So the answer here is 110. So 128 minus 15 minus 3 is 110. And there you have it.